Hey guys, welcome back. I realized that I still have not uploaded the curriculum videos that I said I was going to do. There was obviously a little glitch in my fifth grade video. Um, yeah, I'm an exhausted mom. So I'm going to go ahead and do just one full video with all the curriculum that we're doing since I am going to be sitting down right now and doing school with each kid. So I am going to start with my first grader. My first grader is doing the first level of uh, Evan Moore spelling, and we've used this pretty much. I want to say we've used pretty much every level by now. But yeah, so he's doing that. We are finishing the level K handwriting with a reason for spelling, handwriting, and all that. As of right now, I'm thinking he's going to go with Handwriting Without Tears after this. Maybe The Good and the Beautiful. I'm not really sure. It's just a matter of, I guess, what I see fit um, when it's time to get him the new curriculum. I guess he's, with every curriculum we've tried for handwriting for him, we did The Good and the Beautiful, we've done this one. I'm getting to a point where it's like it's all pretty much the same thing. I just need him to practice manuscript, and just so that he masters handwriting or manuscript. So even if I go with the cheap Amazon workbook, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, he's almost done with this. He only has a few more pages left. So I do have to figure out what he's going to be doing next for handwriting. But um, yeah, I might do like a short or a reel showing what he's doing for that. And then for first grade, for math, he's going to be doing Math with Confidence level 1. And I'm pretty sure we will get through this pretty quickly because he loves math and he loves to do more than 1 page, 2 pages of math. So we're going to be doing that. And then for language arts, we are finishing our level K, which we did not finish last year. So we're going to finish level K of the good and the beautiful. And then we're going to go into level 1. And all I do is just print out the curriculum itself because it is free to print it. So we have the Eco Tank, I think it's called the Eco Tank. I don't know. I'll post a picture up here of what we have. And it's just easy to print it out. And I print out unit by unit instead of the entire thing at a time. So yeah, this is it, right? Do you have any more in there? Anything else? No, this is it. Um, One thing he is going to be starting, which we have not started, I'm actually going to grab that. I don't think he knows that he's going to be using this yet. But yeah, since my older two girls are doing reading comprehension, he is going to start reading comprehension 2 as soon as I can get the book for you. Where is it? Is it in your basket? I think it's in there, is it? Nope, it should be a book. Oh, I found it. It's right here. There we go. Okay. So this is what he's going to be doing for reading comprehension. We're going to be starting this in the next couple of weeks. I just started school, so I'm trying to get a flow of what my school schedule is going to look like with also homeschooling. Yesterday was the first day, and it was a little hectic, I will say. But yeah, he's going to be starting reading comprehension level 1. And this is a workbook that my second oldest daughter she used to use, and we didn't really use much of it. So like we only used not even a quarter of the book. This is all we used, and we still have all of this left. So that's going to be added to his curriculum stack. Since the girls are doing their own thing for reading comprehension, we're going to start working through that with him. So we are going to go ahead and finish school with him, and then once I get the next kid to the homeschool table, then I will show you what the next kid is going to be doing. Okay, I am now with my third grader, and I'm going to show you what she's going to be doing for this school year. The first thing that we are doing is Fix It Grammar Level 1. This is her first year doing it. We're, I think, like 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, and she's been doing very well at this. If you guys have not used Fix It Grammar, it starts off very gentle, and then as it progresses, they add a lot more things. So like you'll see that we have just like 3 things that she needs to look at or look for And then once we get to the more to the end of the book, then there are more um, things that she needs to mark. So she's doing that. She's also finishing up her second grade math. And then as soon as she's done with this, we're about halfway through with this one, then she'll get into third grade math. And we will continue on with math with confidence with her because it's been working. And why change something if it's been working? Um, and then last but not least, we are going to be doing level 3 spelling with Evan Moore. And then reading comprehension, we're doing it a little bit different this year. Every month, she will have an assigned book, and then each day she will have to read a chapter of the book. Go get me the book that you just finished reading real quick, and your notebook too. Um, so she has an assigned book, and then once she reads the chapter, she will write a summary of what she read, and that shows me that one, she did read, and two, obviously she is understanding what's going on in the book. And I decided to do this with her instead because she is a pretty good reader. She's really fluent in reading. And I thought I wanted to keep it simple versus more bookwork because as they get older, I feel like when there's more bookwork, it just takes longer. Their school day is a lot longer. So this is just something that she's able to do basically on her own, and then I just come back and check it. And what I have her doing is she'll read like this month she read a book called I think it was My Name is Maria Isabel. I am trying to do a lot of like Latin books for them, just more Hispanic culture based books. But yeah, so the first book that she read was My Name is Maria Isabel, and it's a very short chapter book. But what I have her doing is this pretty much. And then she'll write her summary, write the date, and then if there's like any, like grammatical errors or anything like that, I will go ahead and just correct it. I'm not really grading this. It's more just for her to become a better writer. She does have a writing curriculum that I'll talk about in just a second, but I do like to correct it. I'm not, very strict on this. There are some days where I don't even mark anything, and that's completely okay. I do read this, and if it makes sense, we leave it as is. If it does not make sense, then I will let her know that, a sentence didn't make sense or whatever, and we'll correct it if we need to. But again, I'm not very strict on this because I just want to know that she is understanding what she's reading. And then I also did the same thing with my fifth grader, and I'll explain a little bit more on why I did this with my fifth grader. But for writing, she's doing Night Zookeeper, and we don't do Night Zookeeper every day, but I think as the school year progresses, we might be able to add it in more often. But that's what she's doing now. She's loving it. She really enjoys it. They actually ask, like they literally beg me to use Night Zookeeper, so I think that's a win. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and finish school, and then I will get to my fifth graders curriculum, which you guys already saw, but we're just gonna fit it into this video since I had to take down that video. Okay, I will get to you guys in a minute. Okay, now for the final, let me fix this. For the final curriculum stack. So this is my fifth graders curriculum stack, and we are gonna start with the easy ones. So she is doing level 5 of spelling. She's used every single level of Evan Moore spelling. We continue to use it because it's easy. And they can pretty much do that on their own. This is literally a curriculum that I want to say all three of my older kids do on their own. Um, Jerry does need a little bit of help. He's my first grader, but for the most part, it's he sits in front of me and he'll do it on his own, and then I just mark, what's right and what's wrong. But it's a very simple, easy to use curriculum and something that they can do independently without a problem. The next thing she's doing for math, we just started level 4 math with confidence. And this is part A. It does have a second book, which we have put away right now. But you're probably noticing that all of my kids are doing some sort of curriculum that is maybe one level under what they're currently at. Like, for example, my fifth grader's doing fourth grade math right now. My third grader's doing second grade math. If you're new here, let me give you some background. We spent the last 3.5 years. Moving, we sold the house that we had. We were living with family. We found out we were pregnant. Then we rented a house for a year. I was, going through pregnancy, had the baby, moved back in with family, and then we bought this house. And so there was a lot of transition in the last 3 years, and we pushed a lot of curriculum aside. And so I'm the type of mom, teacher, homeschool parent, whatever you want to call me, that I don't like to just push it aside completely and then just jump into a new grade level. No. We're going to keep just working through the grade level that we're in until we reach where we need to get to. I don't feel that my kids have fallen behind at all, because really, if you look at it, a lot of kids, even in traditional school, not everyone, even though they're sitting in the same classroom, not everyone is in the same grade level academically. And that's why a lot of kids sometimes struggle, because they're learning something that they are not really ready for. And so that's why I've chosen not to just skip a curriculum level to move my kid into, like, a fifth grade level, or my third grader into third grade math versus finishing second grade. I would rather them just continue through, and they learn what they need to learn and get to the grade level they need to be at when they get there. The important thing is that my child is learning. I don't really go, like, push hard on grade levels per se. So yeah, my daughter can say she's a fifth grader, or she's a third grader, he's a first grader, but we're learning what we're learning, and that's what's working. So yeah, I just want to give that little, clarification as to why certain curriculums are not right on grade level for some of my kids. But yeah, so she's doing that. And then Fix It Grammar, she's finishing level 1 right now. We are like, I think we're like at the 4 quarter mark already. And then we already have level 2 for Fix It Grammar. Once she's done with this, she's going to go right into that. For reading comprehension, the same thing that I mentioned with my third grader. She has an assigned book, and then she has to write her her summary of what she's reading. And again, same thing with my third grader. Sometimes I will go ahead and correct whatever needs to be corrected. Some days I don't even correct anything, but I do read it to make sure that she's understanding what the book is about. And the reason why I went this route versus like a curriculum, like reading comprehension book, is because I feel like this is a lot more practical versus just reading a random article and then answering a bunch of questions. She's not really learning anything, to me personally. We've done the curriculum for her before, and I feel like at this level, at her age, it's more of, more practical things versus just sitting in front of a book all the time, or in front of a curriculum all the time. And so this has been working. She loves to read, so does my third grader. So this is why we're going this route. um they do read like a lot of graphic novels, and so part of the reason why I also wanted to do like assigned readers is because I know they're understanding what they're reading when it's something that they have picked out from the library and something that they fully enjoy. And so for these assigned readers, I'm picking books that I think they should read. Obviously it is on grade level. So like she's reading for the month of August Esperanza Rising, which I'm sure if you went to traditional school, public school, you probably read this somewhere in like fifth or sixth grade. I know I did. And so, yeah, so she's reading a book that is on grade level, and then she will write her summary. And then for writing, again, she is also doing Night Zookeeper, and that has been working perfectly well for us. So yeah, this is curriculum I have for my 3 older kids. I have 4. I'm not going to go into history or science right now because that is something we do as a family. I just wanted to show you guys what they do individually. Most of this work they do on their own, and then we'll come back later on in the day, and I sit and work with them. He woke up from his nap. Come on, baby. Um, so yeah, come here, baby. So yeah, that's what they have so far. Come on, baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am so sorry for getting this to you guys so late. I uploaded the video. I had edited part of it, and then I forgot that I never actually finished editing it, and I uploaded it. I ended up taking it down a couple days later because I realized I never edited this video. Um, so yeah, but that was what I look like. That is the real behind the scenes of making content for YouTube. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you find yourself coming back, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Say bye. Bye.